Sometimes, when the loot starts coming, it doesn't stop. And this was one of those wipes. Even if I lost something, I managed to gain it back times 10. Honestly, the only word I could think of to describe this wipe is loaded. But that's enough of me telling you about it. Let's just show you. This story starts with me as a solo playing on a high pop server with no BPs, but with a little bit of luck. I started recycling some components for a sheet metal door when I heard somebody trying to sneak up on me. After securing a little bit of loot, I decided to take a boat to the other side of the map in order to farm and put down a base. I decided to stash some loot to come back and grab later, but sometimes even the simplest things aren't as easy as they seem. Yep, just my luck. And seeing as I didn't have a bag down, I had to run all the way back to my body, hoping they didn't take everything. But as unlucky as that was, there were a few surprises I ran into on my way back. Thank God the farming tools were still there. After doing a little bit of farming, I set down a 1x2, and then I heard an airdrop in the distance, so I decided to push it with the DB I got out of the crate. At this point, you may be thinking, oh, his wipe's going pretty good. But after this, every opportunity just consisted of death, after death, and even whenever I tried to go and grab my stashes, death. I was down to my last DB, and I knew I had to make a play soon, or I'd be back to square zero. I noticed that a base near me was taking heli, so I put all my rules to the side, seeing as I was playing as a solo, and I decided to pull an old trick out of the Grub handbook. Now with all those explosions going off near my base, I decided to book it straight for Outpost. I decided to kill and respawn inside Outpost, and I did go and check, it was my base that got raided. But at this point, I didn't even care. The loot on me was 10 times better than anything I had inside my base. So, before my bag despawned inside of Outpost, I quickly built a new base and then brought all my loot back there. Now before I hit any raids with my newfound boom, I decided to run some monuments to get some scrap for a tier 2 so I could craft up meds and ammo. I ran sewer to get the blue card, and then airfield to get the red card, and then finally I ran launch. It was late at night, so I even managed to grab an uncontested Chinook crate with an extra C4 and an armored door. So I decided to bring the C4 over to my neighbor's base to see how far I could get. I depoted as much loot as I could carry, and then went back to clear out the next door. I depoted another full inventory of stuff, and then went back for TC loot in the tier 3. It was now extremely late at night, so I used a stone I got from the raid and expanded my base a little bit, and then hopped off for the night. The next day I hopped on and I immediately heard shots near my neighbor's base, so I went to investigate. After clearing the grubs out of their base, I decided to go on a few roams in order to secure some extra kits and guns. Now this name doesn't hold any importance right now, but Zerilla and his friend Temp live on top of the ice mountain right next to me and will become a major part of this story later on. Locked crate landed at Dome, but I wasn't quite expecting what happened next. This interaction right here introduces a new group into the mix. I could call them many names, but we'll just stick with their grid coordinates, which is M11. And as you can see with them pulling up 6+ deep to Locked Crate, they were one of the biggest, if not the biggest clan on the server. But don't worry, we'd have plenty of time to get revenge. But after that, I decided to take myself over to Small Oil Rig in hopes for some scrap and some more explosives. Some HEs, a C4, and an auto turret. It was a pretty decent run, but before I could leave, I could hear some people swimming in the water below me. I knew he was holding the stairs, so I had to find some way to get behind him. I was too loaded, so I didn't even bother looting them. I just got out of there. I got back to base, depoted, but in a weird sequence of events, I ended up killing one of the guys who countered me at Rig, with a pretty stacked inventory. After grabbing all the loot, my new neighbor, who was a solo as well, was telling me about a new clan roaming in our area, so I went to go see if I could take care of the problem. Yep, I just killed one. I just tripled the other one too. Killed all of them. Yeah. Got them both. There's another guy. Hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're good. I just doubled. I'm about to be dead. Come back out as soon as you can. Doubled one. The other one's almost dead. We traded. I need you to loot everything. And res me. I'm all the way down at the bottom of the hill. Grab that MP5 and finish that guy. There. There's another guy here. He's full metal. He's right behind me. Killed him. I need his meds. He helped me depot everything at my base, and then Locked Crate came to Dome once again, and right on time, M11 came to grab it. So me and my neighbor, still being severely outnumbered, decided to push over and see what we could do. I lit one up so much. Full dead. Dead. The guy on this pipe in front of me. Full dead. Full metal. I see him. I'm getting bolted at. I'm almost dead. Killed another. Yep. Yep, I see him. Oh, are you on me? Are you on me? There's another one. Come over here, come over here. Hit him like 4 times. I don't know how he's not dead. Are you shooting at him? Someone else is shooting. Yeah, I need some major backup. Still more kids here. Nice. There's Hazzies on pipe, on pipe. Hit him so many times. Killed him, killed him. All of them dead. I need to loot. Holy shit. Hazzy, is this you in front of me? Road sign? Oh, come back now. Oh, okay, yeah, that's you. Behind you is a Hazzy. He's running back to the pipe. Yeah, he's right there. Got him. He's full metal. So there's a Hazzy somewhere as well. Where are they at? Alright, here. Yeah, cover me while I loot real quick. Custom kid. Just a custom kid. We countered successfully and ended up with an insane amount of guns and kits. We depoted one inventory and were even able to come back for seconds. Now, it was back to the solo life. For the next few hours, I did some farming, and then I decided to take the fight over to M11, and I caught a few of them roaming outside of their base. Based off the direction they were traveling, I figured they'd be going to Locked Crate again, which was at Airfield. So I kitted back up and headed over. Locked Crate had opened, so I just had to wait for the final member to come out of the tower. I depoted all the loot and then went out for another roam, and that's when I encountered one of the strangest things I've seen in my 2,500 hours. An M2 and an MP5 in cloth armor to go farm wood. That's definitely a first for me. I did some more farming and base management until I heard Lock Crate come out again. Now at this point, I was getting seriously loaded. Like to the point where I was having to despawn stuff to get everything to fit inside my base. The next thing on my agenda was to start raiding, and mess with my neighbors, of course. Sorry you had to see that. I had to give him a proper send-off after trying to grub me in pipes. Now I didn't know this at the time, but this guy was part of the team that I door camped at the beginning of the video and stole the heli loot from. And I pretty much just let them know exactly where my base is. I went ahead and logged off for the night, and when I got on the next morning, as to be expected, this is what I saw. But you know what they say, all good things must come to an end. Except the story isn't over. No. Nobody was gonna boot me off the server that easily. Make sure to come back for episode 2. I'll try to have it out within the next few days. As always, make sure you guys are following me on TikTok at solitude__YT, and you can also find me on Twitter now, underneath the same tag.